All right, let's continue on to week 7. Got a lot of cleaning up to do, I think. Seattle, Washington. I was just there. Carmela. So an interesting thing happened to me at work today. My boss decided to show up out of the blue and really make my life difficult. What a jerk. Do you know anyone like that? Thanks for you're welcome for your main event match. She's optimistic still, so she's fine. Flint McStones. I haven't had any matches in a while, and the fans are starting to forget about me. It's time you woke up and put me back where I belong. I want a match in the next show. Yeah, fine. You're welcome. Raw needs to put its best talent in the ring. Mr. I get a PhD, and I just run my mouth. All right. Have at least one. Triple H, can you chill? Free special effects booking. All right. Flint McStones wants a match this week. I bet he does. All right, power cards. Fixed match is good to have, so I'll buy it. That's that. Check out free agents. Lacey Evans. I can't. And Zelina. I can't hire any more women. I don't have any room on the roster. Matt Adore. Adrian Williams. Matt would be good, like, consistency wise. He would not necessarily pair well with Horikawa. Williams I don't think has ever been hired by anybody. Same thing with stupid Kyle Sligman. I don't want Sligman anywhere near me. So I'm interested in Williams. I'm interested in Adore. Were there any others on here that I might be interested in? Andrea Cannons. Jody Garcia. I don't have any room on the women's roster. I'm sorry. We'll think about Adore and Williams. I'm gonna really quick actually see. I probably can't use Superstar Training. Yeah, because Horikawa, it's already been used on him before. Okay. Yeah, Stones is all I need to worry about. Okay. Well, let's do actually a roster check. Let's check stamina. So Cena's stamina is low, but I would like to have him on the card anyway. We'll do a morale check. Lowest morale is Wendy. You're going to be in a match. Then Vicky, Veer. Just because Veer can't ever win a match. And Knight dropped a bunch of popularity from missing 1 week. Sucks. We'll figure it out. Okay. Get some matches on the card. We are going to do McStone Cena. That's a mid-card match if I ever seen one. We are going to do... How is Carmella's stamina? Carmella's stamina is good. So I might do Ella Carmella. Might do a tag match here. JC and Indy both are back. And then Carrie and Valhalla. Okay. And then my main event actually. Opening match. Night Cross. Maybe I do something more with this. I could put... Oh, Cena, I wish your stamina was higher, because I would put you in a Extreme Rules match. All your staminas are good, so I could do Extreme Rules on this. And yours are fine. Or I could make the opener Extreme Rules. That's not Extreme Rules. What's this commissioner goal even for? Free special effects booking. It's money. And then maybe just do a bunch of callouts. I mean, the other idea would be Fatal 4-Way Mensua Mahan. Or Mahan. No. Singles. We'll do a bunch of call-outs. We'll do Dana calling out Wendy. We'll do... Aaliyah face turn. And then we'll do call out Zaya. And Zaya is going to preemptively call out Vicky. Yeah. Who all is not on the card? So not on the card is Wendy's being called out, Vicky's being called out. So Nikita is not on the card. That's fine. She doesn't have to be. On the men's side, I have a bunch of people not present. Heath, AJ, Veer, Mensua, and Orikawa. I could do... I mean, I could do Fatal 4-Way here. I'm thinking about morale. I'm thinking about staminas also for Mensua and Cena. So I will have to, like, rest these guys. So maybe I do just triple threat. And then here I could do a fatal for Extreme Rules I was gonna do for this. Threat. This is also triple threat. Yeah, let some people rest. We'll figure out stamina. I think that's fine. I think it's better to get the boost from just doing the big stadium here. We can do just up to level 1 for crew booking, maximum for both of these. That's fine. I think revenue-wise, we should be fine just doing the big stadium. I don't think we need to do anything else. I don't think we need to do use a card for the Extreme Rules match. For season goals, we do need to do 8 tables matches, so we might think about doing that. Could you do a tables match? Could. I think that should be fine. Okay. Do I feel good about this? I just don't feel good about how many people I'm leaving off the card. I worry about, just not having stuff for people to do. So maybe... How do I feel about this? How do I feel about hiring Matador and then putting him and Rich I can't hire anybody else. My roster is getting way too big. Leave Mahan off. Do Rich Orikawa and Matador. 3 fighters. Goodness. Stinky match. But potential to build something from them. And then I gotta change Aaliyah at some point, and I want to build up these. So I think I just have everybody else rest. I think this is it. Seattle, Washington. Call outs. Did I change? Hold on. Yeah, I can go up to this now because I have 2 special matches. Okay. Just double checking the logistics. It's a good thing to do. We have to make just a little over... Well, if I make 300K from this show, then I should be fine. Welcome, Seattle, Washington, to the road to 10 million fans. We hope you're having a good night. We're here at the Climate Pledge Arena, which you would think is hosting March Madness, but it's not March in this universe. So you'd think they'd be hosting November Madness, but that's not a thing. Speaking of November Madness, last week LA Knight had an exhibition match where Karrion Kross showed up his logo on the screen, saying he's not done with LA Knight, and he is most certainly not. When the cameras open up and we're introducing the show, we see that Kross and LA Knight are already fighting in the ing. Kross came out, dragged out LA Knight, and is beating him with all the weapons he can find, chairs, Shinai swords, whatever random things we keep under the ring for whatever reason. LA Knight starts fighting back, and the referee is just like, you know what, let's just make this a match. And so Extreme Rules match, non-title, but if Kross wins, potentially could get another title opportunity. I mean, he is a former champion, so he likely will get another title opportunity, and you know what? Now it's justified. did not increase their feud for whatever reason, so whatever. But gives me something to do. Cross defeats Knight. 3.5 star match. I think that would be better. Seattle might be sticklers for class matchups, which does not bode well for the next. Dana Brooke, incredibly frustrated by Wendy Chu's constant meddling. She is trying to sleepwalk through the roster. And Dana Brooke as the one of the newer stars on the Raw show doesn't feel like she's getting any respect from all this consistency or whatever. And Dana Brooke says Wendy is not going to be able to sleepwalk through me. I picked up a win last week despite her shenanigans, and so the show will go on, and Dana Brooke will become the top star on Raw, and the crowd thinks that's excellent. Seattle, big fans of Dana Brooke. Flint McStones is giving a lesson to Rich Orikawa. He's talking to him about economics. And John Cena interrupts the lesson, and he says, let's teach about, how about some fair trade principles? Flint, you attacked me last week, so how about I attack you? And so they start fighting. Rich decides to get involved. And even though he's new here, he's wearing, the Raw red. But then the screen, the big, the Titantron or whatever, goes fully red, and is just like, the crowd's like, what's going on? Rich Orikawa is mesmerized by it, and then out from the curtain comes, from the red curtain, Matt Adore, returning to the show, former United States champion, and crowd's going nuts. They're excited to see Matt Adore. And he comes out and he starts attacking Rich Orikawa. So we have a fatal 4-way scramble here. And we'll see what happens next. John Cena picks up a win. Mediocre. Nothing for the McStone-Cena feud, but we do have a new feud with Adore and Orikawa. So Cena defeats McStones. Maybe Seattle's a fundamentals town. That's probably the Orikawa and Adore. 2 stars. And also we did have a successful call out of Brooke calls Chu. Forgot to write that down. Aaliyah comes out. And she has had nothing but wins, I believe. She did not compete last week, but she defeated Dana. She defeated Dana and JC. She defeated Dana again. She won in a tag match against Ella and Zaya. And then she won at Survivor Series. So the crowd is, they're excited to see Aaliyah and they want to see her win. And Aaliyah says, with all this winning, there's really only one logical conclusion for me, and that is the Women's World Championship. And the crowd thinks that's excellent. They want to see Aaliyah as the champion. Nikita not here tonight. Stephanie McMahon not here tonight either. Well, maybe she is. I don't know. But she's not on screen. But it's perhaps a subtle call out. We'll see what happens next. I don't want that to be my catchphrase. Last week in the Fatal 4-Way match, we saw Kerry Rush and Valhalla work well together, and they decide they want to be a tag team, and so they call out the tag team champions, and they're going to have a little exhibition match. So Indy and JC back this week, and so yeah, we'll see just a little exhibition, and we'll see if this has implications, if Kerry and Valhalla can pick up a win, and they can. Wow. And it's great. Amazing. No feud, because tag team feuds in this game stink to high heaven. Valhalla's kind of poking Kerry Rush there. The good thing she's wearing the helmet. So Rush and Valhalla defeat Jane and Hartwell in a 3.5-star match. Very interesting. Vicky McLeod comes out, and it looks like she's going to cut a promo, but before she can even make it to the ring, Xia Li's music starts playing, and she marches right past Vicky McLeod, and Xia says, Vicky, I already know who you were coming here to call out. You think you can just waltz right in and just take the spotlight? Well, I'm going to take it for you. I'm going to preemptively call you out. My potential first championship win, you took it away from me for not showing up at WrestleMania. And then I lost my actual title through various shenanigans. So I'm not having it. I'm just going to settle things with you. And the crowd thinks that's excellent. My recanting of it perhaps was not, but it's what the crowd thinks is what matters. So new rivalry. Lee calls out McLeod. Like it. I like it a lot. And then in our main event Carmella, perhaps. The last week she was unable to capture the title thanks to Nikita Lyons and Stephanie McMahon. But she's still frustrated and she still wants to get back to there. And she calls out Ella Rubao. Ella, who has humbly stepped down from the leadership team, but Carmella doesn't buy it. And so they're going to have a match. And potential implications for future title opportunities, although Aaliyah seems to have staked her shot. So let's see what
That's it. Ring the bell.
Ella Rubao picks up a huge win. 4 stars, no rivalry. I'm suffering rivalry-wise this round. Rubao defeats Carmella. Although I did have 2 straight shows of only excellent promos, so I am proud of my stars for that. This was a decent show, actually. The 2-star match was, about expected. Probably the worst match Cena's ever had, but lots of just no rivalry implications, huh? Lawler and Hogan, they did all right last week, and now they're in an Iron Man match. That's probably really good for people their age. Raquel is good. Logan Paul and Montez Ford. This is not who was fighting. Logan is fighting Elias.
1, 2, that's 3. Bring it.
Montez picks up a win over Logan Paul, and it's good. Trick Williams is okay. Doesn't need the promo, I don't think. Elias and Uso versus Chester and Loomis. Sure. And The Rock is running in on somebody. Lots of low staminas here. Very big potential for an injury. Uso and Elias get the titles. No injury, though. 3.5 stars. Dominic Mysterio calls out Trick Williams, and it's good. And the crowd doesn't seem to notice. And then women's tag team titles, this is an inaugural match. Okay. Stratton and LeRae. Level 2 rivalry. Good for you. Wesley, John the Fish Herman, and Goldberg. Real low staminas here. Goldberg is probably going to injure. Yeah. No injuries, actually. And Lee and Herman have their feud. Kane is excellent. Owens and Reigns. Can't wait to see this one. Roman picks up a win, and it's good. Undertaker is excellent. Also, Chyna, Roxanne, maybe trying to get her win back or get another shot at the title. It's good. Roxanne does not get injured. Zoe Stark is good. And then Omos and Cruz del Toro made it to the main event. Extreme Rules. Cruz del Toro, my guy. 4.5 stars. NXT 2.0. They're in a slightly bigger venue this time, so that's good. And they can afford all their promos. So Caden Carter and Meechin in just a match. Michin wins, and it's okay. Rob Van Dam is here, and he's okay. Bailey and Liv Morgan, sure. Not for the title. Liv wins, and it's great. New rivalry. Shanky calls out Santos, and it's okay. Cinnamon Garrett, former Raw star, fighting Rhea Ripley. Good for her to get hired again. Unfortunately, she did not win. And unfortunately, it's disappointing. Clint McDougal cuts an embarrassing promo, but he didn't lose anything, so he's trying. And then Luke Gallows and The Miz.
1, 2, that's it. Bring it.
Normal match, Gallows wins, and it's good. Good booking from Raw, and then we don't really care about the other shows. Poor opening from NXT 2.0. That's a shame. All right, let's see what we got here. Both their staminas are rough, so promos for you next week. What was the problem here? Class matchups, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. Carrying back up to 78. Let's see here. Cena needs to rest. Lost a lot of stamina from that one, actually. Class matchups not the best. Class matchups were really good for this one, but it only ended up as a 3.5 star. Staminas are all good. JC is still at 100. Valhalla really built up from that match, so that's good. Tag chemistry is great also, so my bet on Carrie and Valhalla working well together worked out, so that's good. And then Carmella and Ella, just kind of a nothing match. Carmella might need to rest. All right. And we do have Brooke and Shu, and then Lee and McLeod. So just a not a great week for feuds, but we do what we can. 125 rating score. We lost 5,000 fans this week, so broke even. Made $121,000, so we are safe to run the smaller arena. Beautiful Monster 81 says, "Oh yeah, Flint McStones learns about consequences." Well, he was a graduate student up until last week, so he knows a thing or two about learning. Carrie Rush and Valhalla are an incredible tag team. Says chair show in Denmark or maybe Delaware. Thank you for watching. Invincible Savage EU says hell of a show. Please do not swear on my YouTube channel. But thank you for watching. At Super Concerto 98 says that match with Cena was boring. There were too many stars of the same class. Yeah, I figured that. Thank you for watching. At Legend Fan 91. Wait, Aaliyah is a good guy now? Didn't expect that. You should have. She's great. Thank you for watching. At In Your Music Mania. Great to see Ella Rubao in another tables match. Keep them coming. Karrion Kross settles the score with LA Knight. Can't wait to see where these superstars go from here. More matches with each other. Squared Cultist North America says, kind of an average match, but there was no love lost between Orikawa and Adore. Made things interesting. Thank you for watching. I agree. Colossal Messiah in the ring. That's a mouthful. Tonight's Raw started strong and ended strong. I liked it. Thank you for watching. An educated Rumble musician says it was a really varied show, added to the quality. Keep it up, Raw. Thank you for all the hints on how to play this video game. SmackDown, 121 rating score. They lost 4,000 fans, gained $20,000, so they're not doing great for budget. Becky and Gigi work well as a tag team, so okay. Hold up. Chester's username is SqueeGuiG. All right. NXT 125 rating score, 12,000 fans, 155,000. They're really killing it, but they're also in 4th place, so whatever. The Fish and Goldberg are both fantastic at table smashes. All right. I saw Jive Owens apologizing. 88 rating score. Lost 21,000 fans. NXT 2.0 cannot put it together this year. Cinnamon Garrett got herself disqualified. Too afraid to lose to Rhea Ripley. Wow. Free special effects booking. And we're still in first place. Next. Let's figure out. Providence maybe can help us with double cost. Super. Oh, I completely ignored like everything. All the cards that were used on me to make everything expensive in week 6. Probably because I had $1.5 million, and it didn't really affect me. Hey, listen, something's come up and all special matches will cost double. Got it. Indy Hartwell. Look, Carrie has been handing me nothing but losses. Isn't there someone else on the roster you can match me up against for a change? Oh, that's right. You were feuding, huh? Yeah, I can do that. That's fine. Okay. So Indy against somebody else. Ella says, I've been putting in a lot of work and I think I've earned a shot at the Raw Women's Championship. How about it? Yeah, all right. Looking forward to it. See, she's asking for her opportunities rather than just presuming them. Do not pick your most popular bruiser this week for Coast to Coast. My most popular bruiser would be Dana Brooke. I would like to book you in a match. Is that right? Is it Dana or is it Knight? Or do I have to not book both of them? I can't book either of them. That's alright. Is it just those two? Yeah. Popularities. Horikawa got more popularity than Adore out of that. Stamina check. Cena has to rest. Cross and Knight have to rest. Carmella, I'd like to rest. I can give Ella a title shot at the live event, so that's fine. Okay. So we're gonna do Aaliyah and Nikita this week. Everybody else's stamina, I think, is fine. Vicky, Zaya, where are you at? Zaya is at 60. Vicky is at 90. Maybe I do something wild with them. Maybe like a backstage brawl. Yeah. And then Cena does have to rest, so I'll do something else for Flint. Okay. We'll do a morale check. I didn't see any like risky morale. Wendy is my lowest, then Vicky. Got a lot of neutral faces actually. AJ, Flint, Mansois. But they're neutral, they're not upset, so I don't need to worry about it. Not booking anybody this week. Coast to Coast, Health Spa. We'll go buy Health Spa. May as well buy a Coast to Coast, even though I'm going to get one this week. Hell in a Cell is the next live event. Providence, Rhode Island, what do you like? Give me some insight. Somebody's good at backstage brawl. Vicky is. Not opposed to it. Oh, right, double cost. That might be why I'm opposed to it. We'll get matches on the card first. We're gonna do a call out. Like that. We need to do Cow and Adore do have a feud now. Who doesn't have a feud yet? Aaliyah and Nikita. I need to get them a feud. So the best way to do that would be to fight each other. Aaliyah and Nikita. Where did Nikita? Let's go. There we go. I don't know if that's the best way to start their feud, but especially because I want to protect them, I think. So a call out might be better. And then I can do... Indy wants to fight somebody who's not Carrie Rush. You got it. Carrie, I do want to start a feud with, I think, JC Jane. And that would leave Valhalla and Hartwell to start a feud. So I could do a triple threat here. Fatal four-way. Valhalla. Who's a good fit for fourth? Indy, Valhalla. I can't put Carrie Rush. Oh, it needs to be a face. JC. Lions Jane. Call out. Carrie Rush calls out. Who did I just say? Carrie Rush calls out Indy Hartwell. No, psych. Carrie Rush calls out the other person on their team, JC Jane. And then Indy and Valhalla will start their feud. Yeah. Okay. And then everything else is men's roster. Tag match. Maybe we do Mansois and Styles. I mean, it's Cena. So who would be two people I could put together? Do Manhattan and Adore. Then maybe do a run-in on oh, that's right. I need to do Cross and... Or I was going to do Cross calling out Knight. Maybe I do that next week. Running in on Swap. What do I have left? what I have left is nothing. I got nobody left. Shoot. Casey Jane, Aaliyah, Nikita. I want to protect Aaliyah and Nikita, so I can't do them. This is wrong. Cross calls out tonight. Okay. The order's wrong, but my feud situation this month is just tragedy. Okay. Play with logistics in a second. I would still like to do Backstage Brawl here, even though it's crazy expensive. Like, we lose a little bit of money this week, that's fine. I could even use, because I got a free logistics last week for something. Free arena booking, I'm not using that, just, I probably won't use it all season. We have a free special effects booking, we got 3 of those. Only have 1 advertising, 4 crew bookings. Crew booking sucks. So a free special effects booking would save us $70K. So it's free money. So that might help offset some of this cost. Yeah, let's just do that just for sake of, because I can. The sake of because I can. Now, of the matches we have, this is building a rivalry. This should build the Mahan-Mansoor rivalry. We're resting Cena this week. All these will build. This is going to build to world title match at Hell in a Cell. This is going to build to world title blow-off match. This is building to world title match at Hell in a Cell. This is a new feud. This will hopefully get me Nikita, what are you doing to me? The best thing to do is to put Wendy in this match instead of Nikita. Especially because if Nikita was in the match, that'd be 3 bruisers, and then Providence is going to get mad at me. I should maybe resort these 4. Put Dana next to Wendy, and then Indy next to tables. Let's see. Hell in a Cell. Wendy is a specialist at. And then Steel Cage. Valhalla is a specialist at. We're just going to do tables. Because we need to do tables matches anyway, and that should just give it a little bit of boost, make it feel more like a main event match. I almost feel like this is more of a main event match than these two, or than this, but with the tables, it'll make it more exciting. I got a bunch of call-outs. Is my order of call-outs right? I think so. I think this is good. I think I can go up to 3 here. Let's do that. And then maximum special effects, maximum advertisement. Buy any other power cards. We don't need to sign any other free agents. Do I have for anybody not on the show? Let's see. Knight is not on the show, but he's resting. That's fine. What is Carrion? Carrion's at 41, so they're both. They both need to rest next week. The women, yeah. Nikita is not on the show now, but she is being called out, so that's something. And then both these two I'll probably have rest next week. The men's roster, Cena is out, McStones is out, and Orikawa is out. McStones, what am I going to do with you? Can't help it. This is what has to be done. We went from Louisville to Seattle to Providence. There's no like rhyme or reason to where these shows are happening. Or welcome, Providence, to the road to 10 million fans. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. As we're getting started here, we see Xia Li pulling up to the stadium to raucous applause. But then Vicky McLeod preemptively in her camouflage attacks her backstage. This is her specialty after all. So this is just more. This feud is based on, who can get the upper hand on the other, who can be a surprise victor. And so with this backstage brawl, we'll see how things sort of shake out. Will Xia Li be able to overcome this preemptive assault? She will. 4 stars, no rivalry. Kidding me. Lee defeats McLeod. 4 stars, no rivalry. Ella, she calls out Carmella. So after that backstage brawl concludes, we're cutting back to the ring, and Ella's out, and she's calling out Carmella. And she says, "Carmella, you had your shot at the women's title. Now it's my turn. I asked Stephanie McMahon for a title shot. I've been putting in the work. I've, had some solid victories, and I think I've earned the title shot." And Carmella does respond and scoffs and says, "Of course, Golden Child Ella Rubao would get a title shot." And the crowd kind of agrees with Carmella. So a bit undermining humble Ella Rubao's image, but it was still a good promo, and it does raise their rivalry. Somebody knows how to build a rivalry. Rubao calls Carmella. Good. AJ Styles and Mansoor are buffing their tag titles. Meanwhile, Heath Manhattan is welcoming Matt Adore back to Monday Night Raw, as not as a function of his role on the executive leadership team, but just as a current United States champ welcoming a former United States champ. And they're talking about what Matt's been up to, since leaving Raw, and AJ and Mansoor are just like, oh, look at these two. They think they're, a hotshot team. And AJ and Heath, obviously no love lost between them. And so they decide to have a tag team match. Heath and Manhattan are sort of like embodying the sort of that sense that Veer and Cena were, men of the people. Veer watches the match closely. So closely, in fact, that he's at ringside. And Mansoor is distracted by Veer's presence, and we'll see how this affects their tag match. Heath and Matt pick up a win, and it does grow the Mahan-Mansoor feud, finally, to level 3, too, so I can blow it off and be done with it. So that is Manhattan and Adore defeat Styles and Mansoor. So run in from Mahan. 3 stars. Karrion Kross calls out LA Knight and says, I beat you last week. I'm getting my title back at Hell in a Cell. Simple promo, but it's good. Providence likes it and raises them to a level 4 blood feud. Kross calls Knight. Maybe a pre-recorded promo. Just something simple. JC Jane, tag team champion, lost last week to the newly formed team of Kerry Rush and Indy Hartwell. Kerry Rush and Valhalla, sorry. Indy wants nothing to do with Kerry, but JC says, you know what, then I will. And so they're having a match.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
JC Jane picks up a win over Kerry Rush, showing Indy that, maybe Kerry's not all hot stuff. And it starts a feud. So thank you, JC Jane, for being the most competent person on my roster. Defeats Rush. 3 stars. New feud. Great. Aaliyah, new, face the roster. She decides to make good on her call out from last week and calls out Nikita Lyons and says, Nikita, I want the Raw Women's World title. And Nikita, who is up in one of the, like the owner's box, actually, she's living the high life. She's sipping a martini, perhaps, and she hears what Aaliyah is saying. She heard what Aloe was saying earlier, and she just laughs. She just laughs it off. Nikita has no fear. She believes that she is protected as the leading member of the executive leadership team. That's a level 1 feud. Aaliyah calls Lions. And in your main event, Dana has called out Wendy and has said enough of your shenanigans. And meanwhile, Wendy Chu sees Valhalla backstage, manifests, thinking it's manifesting, the nightmare from the past, but now they're aligned together. She's given in to the nightmares, and so Valhalla comes out, and Indy Hartwell, empowered by JC's win earlier, comes out to attack Valhalla. So now this is a fatal 4-way, and there's tables. So as perhaps Nikita wills it. So tables match, main event, Wendy, Dana, Valhalla, and Indy. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Indy Hartwell, huge win and double feud pop. Amazing. We really figured it out at the end of the show, huh? Hartwell. Big night for the tag champs. Women's tag champs. Not a big night for the men's tag champs. Too bad. Hartwell defeats, and India's in a feud with Valhalla. And also Chu and Brooke in a 3.5-star match. Just shy of amazing booking, but really happy with my feud situation now. So, all right, SmackDown, Dominic and Trick Williams, a normal match.
That's 3. Ring the bell.
But they're both in the 90 popularity, so 4 stars for no reason, just flexing on me. Lawler and Hogan are tired, so they're just going to cut promos. Wade Barrett and Chester against Montez Ford and Jey Uso. Sure, why not?
1, 2. That's it. Ring
Don't
the bell.
injure Jey Uso. Level 2 feud, fine. I've had absolutely no luck with tag feuds this season, so let the other shows have it. Logan Paul is good. Tiffany and Gigi.
1, 2.
Boy, they have a lot of stars in the 90s, huh? Probably because they have a smaller roster than me. They get a new feud. Raquel cuts a weak self promo this week, so tides are turning on Raquel. Women's world title, Becky defending against Candice in a rivalry match. TLC also. Candice, new world champ. 5-star legendary match. Okay. NXT, Cruz del Toro, Omos, normal match. Let's see if Cruz can keep his winning streak up. He can. That's amazing. Undertaker is good. Bianca and Zoe.
1, 2. It's over.
Bianca picks up a win. It's okay. Chyna is excellent. Jive Owens and Roman Reigns.
1, 2. Ring it.
Draw in an Iron Man match. You know what? Cool. Goldberg is good. And tag title match, Ciampa and Mahal. Rollins Nakamura. Rollins Nakamura retain. And it's amazing. I'm going to be the only one with not amazing booking. World title match, Ezekiel and Gallows. They have a rivalry. World title is vacant. Who was their world champ before this? Somebody who left the show? Did they lose Santos? No, Santos is right there. Huh. I haven't been paying attention. But 3.5 stars and no injury. Rob Van Dam is good. Michin and Cinnamon Garrett. I would love for Cinnamon Garrett to pick up a win here.
1, 2. That's it. Ring it.
Oh, too bad. It's mediocre, but it starts a new rivalry, and Michin is not injured. Bailey calls out Liv Morgan, and it's excellent. Rhea and Kate have a feud.
2. Ring the bell.
Rhea, hot winning streak. Tyler Bate, yeah, that tracks. Main event for the North American title: Shanky, Santos, Miz, and Clint McDougal. Miz might win. He does. And Shanky Escobar rose. I do think I was the only one who didn't get good, amazing booking this. No, NXT 2.0. But yeah, I think we did lose to every other show actually. So yeah, whatever. Let's see here. Vicky and Zaya, not too bad stamina cost. But no feud, unfortunately. Tag team, staminas are fine. Mansois actually didn't lose any stamina from that match. So that's good. I'm guessing no chemistry between Manhattan and Adore. JC and Carrie, decent match. Main event. Staminas are all still fine. Zemas are actually great. Starting rivalries, growing rivalries. Picking up Valhalla. That's good. Yeah. And then growing all these. So, decent. 121 rating score. Lost 8,000 fans. $26,000. So, nearly broke even. Viking Rabbit in Europe says, another DQ finish to a great match. Thanks, Mahan, for ruining Matt Ador and Styles' match. Lame way for Matt Ador to win against Mansois, says Beautiful Sharpshooter 80. Mahan just came out and attacked Mansois. Wow, that looked like it hurt. Internet Critic 2000 says. Lots to talk about that tag team match. Interesting. Not the best performing match on the card, but people liked it. Concert Rumble in Delaware or Denmark says, great Raw tonight. Good matches. Thank you for watching. King Show 81. I already missed when Aaliyah was a bad guy. It's not going to happen, so get over it. Thank you for watching. Phenomenal Spear Tube says, love seeing the growing rivalry with Wendy Chu and Dana get the spotlight on #Raw. I agree. High Flyer Takeover 93 says, can't wait for Aaliyah to get a shot at the Raw Women's Championship. My favorite superstar on Raw. Controversial opinions about Aaliyah, but she will get a women's title shot. That's exactly what she was saying. Summer Manager Live says, Matt Ador and Manhattan have absolutely no chemistry as a tag team. Kind of figured that one out myself. Well, I had to try. Mean City says, really solid contest between Vicky and Xia Li. Love it when contrasting classes mesh like this. Okay. And then Mansois says, Veer Mahan, you're not impressing anyone jumping me from behind. Real pathetic. Did he, though? I mean, the match did end in a disqualification, so whatever. SmackDown, 125 rating score, 4,000 fans. So they're struggling just as much as me. Lost $2,000, and Chester and Wade Barrett work well as a tag team. Okay. 126 rating score, 77,000 fans for NXT, so great showing for them. They use special promotion. There you go. Jive Owens is a natural at Iron Man matches. Cool. He likes to dance. NXT 2.0, 113 rating score, 3,000 fans. Lost $2,000, so they're starting to figure it out, maybe. And we didn't get, because I booked Dana. Stupid. I totally forgot. Well, whatever.